Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Very special guest, just got in from out of town, bending the knee to our schedule over here, so always appreciated. Sometimes I like to put people through the ringer, you know, that like want to come on the pod, and I'm like, all right, you got to jump through some hoops.
Absolutely.
And you just hopped on a train from Milwaukee at 8 a.m., and I respect it. My boy, Aussie the DJ, Soppa, Austin, let's go, champ. Milwaukee's in the building.
How are you?
How you feeling? I'm good.
I'm good.
How was the train ride? What'd you listen to?
I actually read a book. I read my book that I've been reading. It's called Think Like a Monk. It's by Jay Shetty. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Jay Shetty's the Indian dude that does podcasts?
He's actually down here tomorrow, live.
Oh, are you staying to watch?
I'm coming back down with my roommate tomorrow.
You're coming back? Damn,
yeah,
you really...
Another train.
You really fucking... All right, nice.
Yeah.
What's he... he's hosting like a motivational speech or something?
Yeah, it's like personal development. Yeah, it goes pretty deep, but I've been listening and watching him for like the last 9 months.
Has he been on Rogan?
Not sure.
I can't...
Maybe.
The name sounds so familiar, but I can't like really place if I've actually heard him speak or not.
If he was on Rogan, it would have been way before I even like started watching. But yeah, he's been blowing up. I've been watching him and like this person called Mel Robbins. Like I said, personal development stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of just improving life and your mind and stuff like that.
What got you into that?
Hitting rock bottom, man. So yeah, I mean, I was at like the worst place in my life back in like August and September, and went through a pretty rough breakup. And then I just decided to fucking like just take action, you know, trying to improve. And I lost like 50 pounds, which is pretty cool.
You were 50, you had 50 pounds on you?
I was like 250.
I feel like you've always been fit ever since I've known you.
I work out because I love to eat and drink, and like I slowed down on drinking alcohol, but
I can't imagine you with 50 pounds on you.
I couldn't either until I like every once in a while I see my Snapchat memories and I'm like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
So it's cool, you know? Feels good.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. The self-help development stuff that's the shit.
Yeah. It's cool hearing these people like talk about certain things, and then like months later you're like, damn, I finally understand. And like you see the things work. You see the things pan out the way they're supposed to or the way you want them. I've just been getting a lot of like moments lately that it's all because of like the work that you put in, and like seeing it come to like life. Yeah. Is cool.
Yeah, that's dope. What did rock bottom look like for you?
Man, yeah, I mean, my unhealthiest, I had like shit popping up throughout my body, like fucking like cysts behind my knee just because of how unhealthy I was eating. And like,
is that a thing?
I didn't know until it happened. You know, it's just all these unhealthy habits just build up, and then all of a sudden one day you're just like, I can't keep doing this. What's
your go-to, like when you're crashing out and you're going to eat some shit? What do you having? What's your go-to? I'm like cookies, cakes. Like I'll just max a whole thing of cookies like it's nothing.
Mine's brownies.
Brownies?
Yeah, we got brownies from do you go to Costco?
I don't have a membership, but I do enjoy Costco.
If they're listening, they should sponsor you and get you a little discount. But they have like 6-packs of like boxes of brownies, and
6 packs.
Yeah, like
6
a big
boxes in the pack.
Like 6 bags, like in one box.
Okay,
but the box is like massive.
And what is it? The like the Safeway, like their generic,
just their like version. It's not like
of their
a Little
Debbie's. Okay,
no. It's probably like Kirkland or whatever the fuck.
You throw them in the microwave for a second, or you just?
I would never do that.
Why?
You would put brownies in the microwave to make them?
No, I thought it's already brownies? No, an already made brownie. You just like 10 brownies. Seconds. Oh,
I'm making it fresh.
You're baking it. See, I couldn't even do that. I just need it. Like my brain is like, just eat it. Yeah. Like if there's any time between me grabbing it and putting it in my mouth, I'll maybe
Switch your
have a
mind.
change of heart. You know what I mean? I need to just, it's like, shove it in your mouth.
I guess. Yeah.
Pause.
If that's what you're into.
But wait, how does it come in a pack and then you got to bake it?
Just like if you bought like a single one from the store.
Oh,
There's
it's like
little
dough?
like bags with the, what's called in it? Like the mixture. Like the,
And then what? You got to take it home, like crack an egg in it,
put some,
throw some milk.
whatever directions they got. 40 minutes and
That's
you got some
so
brownies.
funny. You're baking your brown, and then you just max the whole thing, or what?
No. I mean, I used to. That's how I got to 250. And then a little self-control and maybe 1 or 2, maybe 4, but that'll be it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my go-to. And then if it's like fast food, it'll be like Culver's.
Culver's fire.
Yeah.
Shots cheese curds. What are you watching when you got 6 brownies in front of you, warm, ready to go? What are you throwing on the TV?
Man, Apple TV's been killing it. Tons of good shows on there. I've been watching this show called Shrinking, Dope Thief.
Shrinking is with the dude from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, whose dick
Yeah.
you see, right?
Yeah.
Jason
And
Segel? Is that
yeah,
his name?
and Harrison Ford. Yeah, he's in there too. It's solid, dude. It's awesome.
I think I tried starting that at one point because I want to say Cuts recommended it, but it didn't stick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes a show I gotta like try to watch it a couple times before it actually
Yeah.
sticks, depending on where I'm at in my life. You know, it's got to catch my attention in some way.
Got to relate somehow.
Yeah. And I know like if it doesn't, I'll be like, I'll try again in a couple months.
Gets a little boring.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Dope Thief is another good one on there. It's about these 2 dudes that basically just crash like drug houses and they act like DEA, and then they just went into the wrong house one day. Recommend it.
And they just pretend to be cops.
Yeah, they have like the jackets and all that.
That's pretty
like
tight.
bust down the door.
I know a dude who the police kicked his door in because he was selling drugs, and they just stole all of his money and his drugs.
Yeah, that's basically what the show was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was actual Chicago police.
Chicago's such a wild place, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you guys can handle living down here sometimes.
In
It's a
terms
lot.
of what?
I don't know. I mean, it is dangerous as fuck. I mean, Milwaukee's getting
Milwaukee's got a little...
Milwaukee's bad.
There's a little pocket of danger in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I definitely learned about that. I definitely stumbled into some weird after parties in Milwaukee.
Like what?
There was one time I went like this girl who I was friends with on Snapchat or whatever after the club, you know, I'm fucking trolling for Poon. And she's like, yeah, come over. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Like, this is it. And I pulled up to her crib. It was in the hood. First of all, I took an Uber wherever it was.
God
And
damn.
I'm like, all right, this doesn't look great. And then I walk into the crib and it's her and some dude.
Oh no.
And I was like,
This ain't it.
what are we doing here? You know, I was like immediately just very cautious. I was like, am I about to get robbed right now? What am I here for? Why is this guy here? Does he want to watch? What's happening? I had so many questions, but I was just kind of taking it slow, trying to read the room. And then at some point I was like, all right, I'm just going to dip. I think I might have lied and said I left something in the car or something. And it just like whatever could get me back out the door. Because I was like, this is definitely not where I want to be.
Yeah. I mean, I've had people call me, like, text me, like, hey, call me and tell me that, like, you need me and I got to leave. Like, I've done that before.
Yeah. Well, when I lived with my boys, we had a secret text.
Nice.
Like, you would text them and be like, the pipes burst. You know?
That's a
And
code
that
word.
was, that was like, oh, fuck, the pipes burst. I got to go help my
bounce.
roommates out. Yeah.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like Metro said
Southside
that.
after parties are. I wouldn't do it.
Yo, whatever happened to Rocket Power? You remember those guys?
I do.
What happened to those guys? I know Seth is like kind of blowing up in the
Yeah,
bass
he's-
scene, and he lives here.
Oh, he's down here now?
Yeah, he lives
I
in
didn't know that.
Chicago.
I do see his Instagram every once in a while. I do not see.
Was the other kid Mike?
Yeah, Mike Rendy. That makes
Mike,
sense.
that's right. Yeah. What happened to that guy?
I'll see him on like Aaron Olson's like Instagram and Snap every once in a while. He'll come play a boat show or a show at the Miramar, and I mean, I don't really see him that much.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to him as much anymore, but yeah, they were always good shit. I mean, I never had any issues with them.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they were kind of bubbling back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and then obviously split up. Something happened. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like COVID did so much to a lot of people, especially like duo DJs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you really afford to like?
Me and Dola.
Yeah, but you guys, I mean, you guys were at a different like price level, and Milwaukee's a lot different too. So I feel like if you're a duo in Milwaukee during bad times, it's tough to like keep that consistent.
Yeah, like splitting up that cash, you kind of start thinking like, damn, I could just go do this shit by myself and take all the money. Fuck that.
And
other
come
dude.
back to your homie in a couple years. Like, if you guys ever want to have that duo again, like when the time is right.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. How is Milwaukee? You love it? You're born and raised there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I grew up, born and raised south side of Milwaukee. Milwaukee is interesting.
What's going on over there? I haven't been in forever. That was my favorite place in the world at one point.
I don't believe that.
Absolutely. I loved
When? Like Site 1A days?
Site 1A.
Oh, yeah.
Even like the
you guys
beginning
threw
of
some
Lucid.
wild parties at Lucid and
We just
Site
got
1A.
like they showed so much love there
Yeah.
for just someone that drove an hour and 15 minutes. Like it felt like I was some Australian superstar that they flew in, you know, like they showed so much love.
That's such a good feeling too, man.
It's amazing. Amazing.
It makes you feel like you're doing something like worth it.
Yeah. I fucking fell in love with going to Milwaukee.
All right, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I feel like Milwaukee has taken a little bit of a negative turn as of late. And I feel like I've had this conversation with you before about even Chicago took a little dip recently, right?
Chicago's been in the gutter since COVID. It's been 5 years, and I feel like we're just now maybe
On the way back up.
heading in the right direction.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, the one time I was here, it was that Sunday for the Packers-Bears game. Those venues were just like not as busy as I remember. So
When you stopped by Celeste a couple weeks ago, you mean?
no, back in like September. I remember when me, you, Declan, and them were at like
We went to
PB&J.
PB&J. Yeah.
And then I went to the tunnel later that night, and I'm sure everyone was just dead from a noon game. But
Yeah. All Sunday, I haven't been out in a while on a Sunday, but all of the Sundays that I've been since I got back from Houston, or even since I've been coming back from Houston, it's just not.
not the same.
It's not the same. There's not an established Sunday fun day like there used to be. I feel like PB&J is definitely giving it some life and trying to get the ball rolling. And then like Bodega's got a little thing going on. Treehouse Tunnel. Lago always tells me Tunnel's lit and I got to stop by. It's Super Snuggle Sunday, dog.
I had that yesterday, but I was just snuggling myself.
Yeah, and some brownies.
Yeah. No, we're actually gonna make the brownies tonight. I got a girl roommate, by the way. I only
How's that?
mentioned that because I don't know. I mean, it's awesome. We were never like super close before I moved in. I was like I said, I hit rock bottom and I had to make some moves, and she had a spare bedroom and it worked out, and she just honestly became like one of my best friends. Like no boundaries crossed ever, which is like, I feel like it's harder for people to do that nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked out perfect, and that's why I'm saying like when I say we, it's me and her.
That's cool. What does she do?
She is a ultrasound tech. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So she'll be in like the ER going from like room to room, checking hearts and shit.
That's good to have a medical.
Yeah, and she like travels and does it sometimes too.
That's
So,
tight.
Yeah.
Did she look at the cyst behind your knees when they were?
I did tell her
Popping
to
up?
feel it once, and she got freaked out. So I was like, we don't have to do that again. But but it goes away on its own. Actually, when I'm healthier and like not eating like shit, and like if I don't drink for a weekend or two, it just disappears.
Does alcohol fuck you up? Like you feel it hard?
I'm so like close to not drinking ever again.
Really?
Like I remember watching Metro's episode, And something really hit home for me, and he was like, I pick and choose who I drink with now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, whether you do 4 to 8 shots a night or whatever, but if you pick and choose who you do it with, I don't know, I feel like you can make your night a little more enjoyable and not hate life the next day.
Absolutely.
But yeah, even on Saturday we went to a liquor box after I got done at Rock Bar, and that was the loudest place I've ever been on earth.
You know, they're not known for their quality control or sound system in that place.
Yeah, it was piercing my ear. And then I had a homie that I haven't seen in a while come up to me, and he was just like screaming in my ear. I'm not gonna say who, but it was just like,
You should say who.
nah, I'm good. It wasn't even that.
It's not
It
even
wasn't
a
even
big
that
deal.
big of a. Yeah, it wasn't
If
that
the
big of a
music's
deal.
loud, you gotta
Yeah.
scream.
It was okay. It was Romeo.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean-
Romeo was at Liquor Box?
Yeah, I had no idea he was even there, and all of a sudden he like grabs my shoulder. I'm like, who the fuck is doing this? And then
Wait, hold on. This was like 2 days ago.
Saturday. Am I just snitching on him right now?
No.
Oh.
But he had left Liquor to go to Galeria,
Okay,
and
like as a resident.
you're right.
Okay.
Like resident / sound tech, light tech, like everything he did at Liquor, I think he went to go do at Galeria.
I'm so glad you
Galleria.
said the name of the venue. I've been saying it wrong all weekend.
You've been saying Galleria.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't have full 100%.
We need some
proof.
confirmation on this.
I don't have confirmation, but it's
It's Galleria.
Yeah.
It's a bohemian version of Galleria. It's this. When I looked it up on there, it literally said like bohemian version of Galleria.
All right.
Galeria.
But it's like saying tomato.
Tomato. Yeah.
It
Whatever
yeah.
floats our boat.
It's more fun for me to say Galeria. It's like a new word. You
I
know,
feel
when
like
you
it's a
find a
cooler
new
way.
word, yeah, you like to play with it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he left to go do there. So I mean, maybe he was just at Liquor Box partying,
Yeah.
which is definitely possible, but I can't really imagine that if he's working at a late night spot. So maybe he went back to Liquor. I don't know. This is news to me. I'm going to have to go do some research.
Well, I hope I don't get anybody in trouble.
I don't
If anything, we could just edit that part out and
No,
be like,
it's
well,
fine. What do you get? What's he gonna get in trouble for? Working?
I don't fucking know. Who knows?
How dare you?
Yeah. So Chris R was DJing, I'm assuming.
hmm
How was that?
It was cool. I mean, I was so like
Were you
over the night by the time I got there. I had like a half a drink. I didn't take any shots, and I was like, it was just me and Declan. Oh, and Brandon, but he had a flight at like 8 a.m.
I saw Brandon actually for a second. He was at Celeste.
Yeah, he came there before he went to Rock Bar.
Yeah. And you played at Rock Bar, right? How was it?
It was cool. I mean, I was just going off what Gordo told me, and he said high energy, not a lot of hip hop, play some Latin. That's what I did, and I did not realize that that's a late night spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going in pretty hard, not knowing that I still had a DJ after me. So I
You feel like you burned him?
don't think I burned them, but I think I burned some of the crowd that was there a little early.
Mm.
But by the time I got off, it was like full.
Yeah.
So I think I still did a fine job.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you can't at a late night spot with like 3 DJs, 4 DJs, there's no real like headliner or slot. It's just
Yeah.
like it feels like a Sunday at Bottled used to be, where it's like,
Just don't be boring.
yeah, just go in, do
Yeah.
your 2 hours. Ever there's fucking 6 DJs on throughout the day.
They're all gonna
Everyone's
play
gonna
the same
play the
shit.
same hits, but just have fun and do it well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, I had a good time. It was fun. I like Rock Bar.
that's tight. I've never been inside of there since they changed it to Rock Bar.
What was it before?
Social 25.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Same thing, but I think they've done a bunch of upgrades, moved the DJ booth and shit. It looks dope. The
Yeah.
videos of Rock Bar look tight.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
That that section of Hubbard, how'd it feel over there? It's been pretty.
Well, it was empty as I was like the whole street was empty when I was walking up. And I think that's so like crazy considering the venues that have been on that block.
Yeah.
Even from Milwaukee, like I know of Hefe and what was What was that tavern? What Barstool is?
Barstool used to be Henry's.
Henry's. That's what it is.
Henry's, yeah.
I DJ'd downstairs with Eddie like 7 years ago through Psy.
Yeah, they had a tight ass basement down there.
That's where they put the DJs for like bar crawls and stuff now.
Yeah. I haven't been in Barstool either. It's fucking nuts.
I
haven't been in any, like, in River North. It's Hubbard between LaSalle and Clark is like the last little sliver that's really thriving.
Damn.
But I'm
so it's on its way out.
I think that it was fully out at one point. I think maybe 2023 it was just absolutely fully out.
What brought it back?
I feel like Carmen having some status. Also, Celeste has been going for the last 10 years right there. Like, just that little sliver right there is holding on, and they do a good job with like shutting it down. They have police presence there on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I feel like they've been working hard to like keep it safe, keep the crowds coming in and everything. But like, just look at the Farm closed after however many months, 4 months or something, some brand new huge project.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was not open as long as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it was nuts. And that's what, 3 blocks from that little sliver of Hubbard. It's just like, it's that little thing is really what's hanging on, and hopefully it'll stay hanging on and pumping and grow back out to give River North the life that it needs. But it's crazy, bro.
It's a little sad looking.
It's very sad looking. It's very sad looking.
Very. Hey, you weren't lying about this couch. You really do sink in.
Sinking in there. But yeah, I don't even know where we were going.
Just talking about like Milwaukee and shit and how the ups and downs.
Yeah, how's the DJ scene out there?
It's interesting. I mean, I feel like some of the DJs my age are kind of getting into their own way of DJing, like their own path. And then some of the younger DJs, just from an outsider's perspective, and I mean this very respectfully, I just don't know what the fuck they're doing.
In what way? What do you mean? Like,
just like some of the promo, and I'm sure you see goofy stuff up here or down here all the time too, but there's certain promos that like I look at and I don't understand what the purpose of this promo was.
Well, give me an example.
No.
Give me an example. Like, you don't have to tell me whose it is, but like, is it the same way that, you know, Jake Shore used to come in and fucking do TikTok dances behind the DJ booth, and me and Dolo would be like, yo, what is this kid doing? But now look what it's done for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's younger and has his finger on the pulse of something that we don't even know what's going on. You know, is it a situation like that, or is it just like some?
I think it's a situation, similar, where it's like they have a certain idea of what they want from this like content, but the execution just isn't necessarily there yet. Where I don't post like reels like that right now. I mean, I have it in my plans for the future, but I'm actually glad I kind of waited, because I've been able to see what not to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just a little misdirection with the younger guys, trying to like look at people older than them or more like into the scene or more established, and they're just making a few little mistakes with their promo. And I don't know. I just think it's just one of those things where they will eventually get it.
Yeah. I mean, that is the thing. You are just watching somebody develop in what they're doing in real time. Whereas back in the day, if somebody thought you had talent or whatever, they'd like take you into like a workshop or an artist camp or something and like teach you what to do, and you wouldn't be seen or heard from for a while until it was like, all right, now we have this rollout. Here's your song, and here's your promo, and here's all this and this and this and this, and like it's a well-oiled machine from people that know what they're doing. But now everyone takes everything into their own hands, and they're like, I'm doing my own promo, I'm filming my own shit, I'm talking to the camera, I'm doing everything, and you're just seeing the start of that. Post it. Everyone's like, Jesus Christ, this is cringy. What is this? This is insane. How could they even post that? But after a certain amount of time, hopefully you get better at it, and then you start to get a hang of like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I want to start doing this. Like, you know, the first podcast I ever did is probably that.
Yeah.
Just me not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. And
even our first gigs.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't good.
Yeah. Now you're literally just watching somebody from the beginning, and hopefully they make it through and can turn it into something. But yeah, it's crazy to just... And I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want it to sound like a bad thing either, because with every process you learn. So it's like they're going to look back at some of those videos in like 3 years and be like, damn, like I was actually doing that. Yeah. Just like I look back at some of my sets, or like how I looked before I dropped 50 pounds, like what the fuck? So I don't want like people to get all butthurt about it, but it's a little goofy, a little silly sometimes.
It's, there's definitely some goofballs out there.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Who's crushing right now? I mean, Mr. New York's still out there, huh?
Yeah, he's killing it. There are a lot of like, I mean, BG's still doing his thing.
Yeah, what's he up to?
He's been doing just a lot of like private events. I know he's working on like shit like on the side.
He's got his country boiler room.
Yeah, he's been doing stuff like that every once in a while. B. Lee, he comes down to Chicago every once in a while. I respect the fuck out of that. I love when like younger DJs take initiative and like come down here and fucking work, man. Like stretch your brain, learn some new shit. Cause like the last time I was here for the shuffle you guys had.
Oh, St. Patty's?
Yeah. I mean, I had a couple like struggles with setting up and like transitioning with DJs, and then this last time I learned from all those mistakes and it was fine. So it's like when I see younger DJs come down there or down here and do it, I feel like they're gonna do well.
That's tight. Yeah. You definitely gotta come to the closest bigger market near you and like get your feet wet a little bit, see what's going on.
Even if you come down here, shake hands, meet people, like people remember you. You know?
Yeah.
Meet the right people, I guess.
Yeah. That's tight. What kind of transitioning mistakes
did I do?
Went on, yeah, when you were
it was here? Just like I know I have to work on my USB transition stuff. Not that I was using it, but like switching from one DJ to the other, I can easily just put like a couple songs on and take my time.
Yeah.
Whereas like that one time I was stressed, I was sweating my dick off, getting all nervous. There was like girls in the booth and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But no, everything worked out. It was a good time, and like as long as you don't show it to the crowd or anything, like I think you're good.
You got to keep your cool. I feel that. Yeah. Switching over with a stick is nice.
Yeah. You're on sticks now, kind of, right?
I have been slowly but surely working on my stick game, and now Thursdays at Celeste, me and Heavy we're on our sticks.
Strictly sticks.
Strictly sticks.
Nice.
That's what it should be called.
Strictly sticks.
Strictly stickly.
Strictly stickly.
Yeah.
That is good.
But yeah, it's great. It's awesome. It's definitely giving me more life as a DJ in terms of like just being able to be more versatile and also not get stuck in doing the same sort of transition with Serato stems, which I find myself doing a lot, which is awesome and sounds incredible because you're able to just
be so creative.
Break a song down in so many different ways. But you know, you're ripping on sticks and it's more basics, like back to basics, and I feel like I personally forget about that shit all the time, and I'm always trying to loop this and scratch and like do too much sometimes. So I like that. the sticks brings me back to the basics.
What kind of basics?
Let me pee real quick and I'll tell you. Hold on.
Deal.
The basics of like taking two songs that should be mixed together and just mixing them together well, rather than a lot of times I find myself going like, this would be sick if I put this song with this song because they shouldn't go together.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes
And
sense.
yeah, just also we're playing only house music on Thursdays, so like the basics of sticking to one genre and really getting into a groove, rather than with open format sets, I find myself constantly trying to break the groove because I'm trying to like
Be different.
capture, not even be different, but I'm trying to get people's attention in the club and in like a bottle service setting. I'm trying to set off the CO2. I'm trying to get the lights to go completely black so that I could bring it back up and go crazy. Like it's constant ups and downs and like interruptions, I feel like.
Got you.
Whereas the house music is settling in and riding the pocket of it is the hardest part to me. Letting
do you like lose attention quick?
I lose attention very quickly and I start to get worried that the song's been on for too long, even though like you should let it ride. Like let the song work for you, you know, like the builds and the lulls of the song. People love that song because of how it's built, the structure of it, because of what
Absolutely.
the artist did, you know, as a piece of art. And sometimes I find myself up there just shitting on that because I'm like, oh, I got to get to the next song. And I'm not mixing at the most perfect part where I can stay in the pocket and keep that groove. So for me, that's the hardest part. And those are like the basics that these Thursday nights are helping me get back to.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's awesome you say that because I just made a mix for Declan that's going to be out next Monday.
On the platform?
Yeah. And I just kind of kept it to one, like a few like genres, like all like house EDM shit. But yeah, just getting back to the basics. I didn't try anything crazy with scratching or like wordplay shit. Like eventually I want to, but you know, like kind of getting back to how I fell in love with DJing in the first place. Like years ago, I kind of went through a big dip and it was based on my life choices. I know I take full accountability for all of it, you know, like I could have done better. I could have started making edits and producing and shit like that, but now I'm back to like knowing who I am and knowing the music that I love. And you know, I haven't really gotten goosebumps while DJing like over the last like 6-7 years, and every time I play now I get them. So it's like a complete switch in like your mentality, your vision, and getting back to the basics, man. Just keeping it simple, but eventually I want to, you know, do some different shit.
Yeah. What is the music that you love right now?
Man, I just love like tech house shit right now. Not like super like housey, but like tech house remixes.
Yeah.
Some of the popular edits that, you know, come out every fucking week with the same edit. But that's just the sound that I've been enjoying and like loving to play.
Yeah. The tech house shit right now is sick.
Yeah.
All the Dom Dalla.
Crushing it.
Yeah. All the fucking, I love Matroda.
Yeah.
I love
What's his name? Odd Mob?
Odd Mob's dope.
Crushing.
Some of their shit's a little darker for me. And I've been getting more into that because it's kind of harder. It's a little bit more like, let's fucking rage.
Yeah.
And heavy brings that energy. Heavy brings that fucking like, we're partying in here. We're fucking going through the roof.
Sometimes you got to.
So yeah, I'm trying to keep up with him. I've been getting into the Odd Mob bag a little bit.
I feel like you guys are a good balance though. Right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been incredible to DJ with him over the last couple months. just every night going back and forth and really pushing each other. And even like, you know, there's some nights where I just can't get into it. I just can't sink into the music. I'm just in my head and there's nothing that's going to get me out of it. And that's fine. It's what it is. It's life. And most of the time he's able to do a lot of the heavy lifting when something like that's going on, you know, and that is such a blessing and it helps a lot.
Hell yeah.
It's dope.
That is dope.
It's dope. DJing with someone else is awesome. And I mean, I've been doing it since 2015 with Dolo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been so much fun to just DJ with the homies.
It really is.
Yeah.
I DJ with Rucker a lot up in Milwaukee.
How's Rucker doing?
He's good. He's good, man. He's a hustler. He's a grinder. He'll DJ 19 nights in a row and like he'll complain about it, which I'm sure we all would, but
yeah.
He doesn't care. He'll work, and I respect the shit out of that. Yeah, I mean, we all got our ups and downs, but he's killing it up there. He's doing well.
I need to get to Milwaukee and just smoke a hookah in a nightclub.
Come on up.
Who's still what's even still around? Lucid's gone, right?
Lucid's gone. Yeah, hookah spots. I mean, we got some small places like Revel. They have hookah all the time, and people love their hookah. I'm sure you would like it too. Casablanca, which is always
I've been there.
A staple.
I've definitely smoked a hookah there.
Yeah, I'm not a hookah guy, but
is Plum Lounge still there?
That's room 7. They still got hookah. Yeah.
Okay, room 7. 720 still there, right?
Yeah.
Bodega
Eddie and Brandis do that every Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope. Eddie Reckless and Mr. New York.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Oh, Bodega.
Yeah.
That's like the only spot I see Chicago guys going and playing. It's really just Gordo and Metro, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no
They'll
one
have a what's his name? Flaco?
from Chicago?
Yeah, Mexican dude.
Oh, he's over from. He lives by Gurney.
Oh, okay.
To you guys, you're talking about like he has like a beard, kind of skinny.
Yeah. He's up there every once in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was Chicago or not.
He is. He's out in the birds, kind of where I live.
Gotcha.
He's really cool too.
Yeah,
He's you just gonna dox him like that?
No, I don't know. Dude, he lives
I'm
like.
kidding,
out in
I'm
the
kidding.
movies. I was like, saying, like that's about the closest to where he.
Bro was like, he's not from Chicago.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It's like the Pope memes. It's like he's from Chicago. Turns out he's actually from Naperville.
Dude, those memes are hilarious.
We do have a Chicago Pope, which is
Crazy.
tight. It's pretty tight. I'm not mad at it.
No,
I like that. Chicago's kind of hot right now.
it is.
Chicago's kind of popping. We're coming back. I'm telling you.
I hope so.
This is our comeback.
I hope so. It was kind of sad seeing some of the venues close, and
Absolutely sad. It's still
what's a
sad.
what's a lifespan of a club in Chicago? 2-3 years?
No, we have like really long-lasting clubs. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, like Underground was around for 10 years or
yeah,
something.
true.
Paris Club was around for, I don't know, a while, 5-6 years. So it was kind of before my time. Prism's been around forever.
Oh yeah.
Soundbar and Spy Bar have fucking they're survived the Chicago fire.
Damn. I was not prepared to have all these venues still open for 5+ years.
Oh
Damn.
yeah, it's crazy. We have so
awesome.
like Tao has been around for a minute now. What, 7 years, 6, 7, 8,
I
something
still
like
haven't been
that.
there.
You've never been? You
I
gotta
ate
go
there
in
once, but
It's good food.
I
But
didn't go there to party.
even before it was Tao, that building has been a nightclub forever. Social 25 Rock Bar has been around for a long time. I think it was same owners even something before it was Social 25. Does it count if they change names?
I don't know. What do you think? Would you count it?
I would count it. Yeah.
That they
count it.
last.
That they last. Yeah. If management or ownership is savvy enough to be like, yo, we're gonna keep this going, but let's change the name and like
Okay, that makes
spruce
sense.
it up
Yeah.
a little bit, I would count that as
Yeah.
as lasting.
I agree.
Celeste has been going for 10+ years. How long's Joey been open? Joey's Joy's got to be 2014, 15. It's got to be 10 years.
As long as I could remember.
Yeah.
We have some long-lasting establishments. Now in Houston, I saw clubs open, like they closed faster than the farm over there.
You didn't like Houston, did you?
I absolutely did not like it, but it was a necessary evil. Houston was my rock bottom.
Why?
It just was like a time that I did not enjoy whatsoever. I didn't feel comfortable. I never felt like I fit in. I was always just questioning why I was there, but also I knew I was there for the money. And through that suffering, I feel like I was able to find myself, really, you know, like I realized what I actually want and what was changing, what my desires were, leaving my friends and my family to go be a strip club DJ and collect checks and just be a deviant.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing money and pussy, really, which is what I've been doing since before I was even a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It ran its course in Houston. Like Houston is really what brought to the surface, like, this is not what you want.
Right.
This is what you wanted for a long time, but this is no longer what you want. And I discovered that through the disgusting women of Houston, Texas, and being like, what am I really doing here?
Hey, at least you saw it though. At least you were able to like reflect and move on and better yourself from it. And now you're absolutely crushing it and fucking engaged.
I appreciate it. Yeah, engaged.
That is insane. Right? If you would have told me 5 years ago that you're going to be engaged in like 2025,
if you would have told me 5 years ago that I'd be engaged, I'd say no way.
I think it's beautiful, man. That's awesome.
I think it's great too. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Did
she keep your head on straight?
It's unexpected. She absolutely keeps my head on straight for me.
Humbles you a little bit?
Humbles me.
Hell yeah.
Makes fun of me. Makes sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. Helps me, you know, be able to continue to do what I'm doing and what I love. And like, it's
the perfect like support partner.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love that.
Yeah. Everyone,
good for you.
Everyone that I've spoken to that is like a successful person, a person that I would like to take advice from. I don't take advice from many people. Like, you know, I think a lot of people give advice when they have not even when it's not wanted. Like, you know, if I don't ask for advice and you give me advice, that's fine, as long as you're like a worthy person to take advice from, you know? Like, there's a lot of fat fucks out here giving diet advice.
Yeah, it's insane.
Which is insane.
It's insane.
It's the same thing. Like, if your life, if you don't have your shit together and you're trying to like give someone advice on life, I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You need some advice. You need to go find some help, you know?
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of people recently who are good role models who have just been like, yeah, when you find the right woman, it's absolutely levels you up.
I bet, man.
And it's being proven to be true for sure.
I feel like a lot of people have that imposter syndrome. So it's like when you find that person, they're that person to like keep you level-headed. Like, all right, stop overthinking it. Okay, maybe you need to do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, just
supportive of like all your goals and shit. No, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
That's cool.
It's tight. Now, the wedding's getting a little expensive.
Where is it going to be? Here in Chicago?
It's going to be in Chicago, yeah.
Nice.
Got a sick venue picked out.
Hell yeah.
You know, we're going over the entertainment.
I was going to say, who are you going to have DJ?
Well, you know, originally we wanted a band, and we looked at some bands and they're pretty fucking expensive. Just like absolutely insane. Like
how much?
Like the best band that you could get in this city is $20,000.
Who? I probably wouldn't even know them, but like that's insane. Good for them.
It is insane because it's just a wedding. It's just like you tack the word wedding onto it and it becomes $20,000.
Yeah, but us DJs do it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, that's why I don't know what I'm still doing in these nightclubs for fucking a couple $1,000s.
Start singing, dude.
Absolutely worthless. Okay. Band is $20,000. Then I'm like, well, I know a bunch of DJs. One of my boys, the DJ firm, has this ensemble DJ with a band kind of thing. My boy Rocky plays the drums. They have a singer, they have a keyboard, they have a saxophone player, and then you get a DJ on top of that. So it's kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And the DJ firm, those are my boys. I've thrown them a lot of business over the years.
Sai is the homie.
Sai's the homie. We've, I thought we looked out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So we reached out. We tried to see what's good. And they want a lot of money as well. They don't seem to be very privy on cutting your boy a deal.
How much?
They want there's a reason they're
Which
called,
is good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. Good for them, maybe. There's a reason that they're called the DJ firm, because they are holding firmly at $8,200.
What the fuck is the 200 for?
Firm. They're holding firm. 8,200.
Damn. I'm definitely in the wrong business as well.
Yeah, this is what I'm realizing.
Doesn't Nick Spinelli probably make like $1 million a year?
Absolutely makes multiple millions of dollars a year.
Like I see his videos and I'm like, that's amazing.
He's like the most desired wedding DJ. He's huge on TikTok.
He's just hilarious.
He's a great DJ too.
Yeah.
That's the bald guy, right?
No, he's got hair.
Yeah. He's from Nashville, right?
I have no idea where he's from. I would guess Seattle or something, but
A little different from
that's
Nashville.
just my... I don't know why. For some
Different side
reason,
of the-
that's what pops up. But
yeah, he's crushing.
They're trying to tax your boy, dog. They're trying to tax your boy.
I'll do it for 8 G's.
Do you have a band? Do you have a band to do it with?
No, I'm just fucking around.
Get the boys together.
It's like I really wanted this band. I love the idea. I love the concept. Jem's a great DJ. These are my homies. I'm thinking like, all right, let's get in here. Let's get in here together. Let's make each other feel good about this. They don't want me to feel good about it. They just want my money.
Man, that's tough. Oh God.
I'm in a tough place right now.
When's the wedding?
Tough place right now. $8,200. $8,200 for a job that I could do myself.
True.
That's the real problem here.
A lot of your friends could probably do it.
Now I just want to DJ my own wedding.
Open decks.
No chance. That'd be so fucking funny. Drop the walk up song and just walk up, let it play out.
Just to spite everything that's happened so far. I mean, that's the thing. Like this band, you could find them in a Chicago venue on a Friday night or Saturday night that they're not booked for $20,000 at a wedding. For who, I'm sure it's some sort of reasonable price. But the minute you say wedding,
cooked.
You're just getting taxed.
Yeah.
And that's what really kills me about the whole thing. Is like, this is supposed to be this incredible day of love and we're planning it and like it's supposed to make you feel good, but I just feel like I'm getting ass raped every time I talk to somebody about adding to this beautiful ceremony.
Ain't that some shit?
It's like it's the most ass backwards thing. It just ruins everything. That's what it does.
It really does.
That's what it's good for.
Yeah. 20 G's is crazy.
$8,200.
$8,200 is
$8,200.
I mean, if they're getting that shit all the time, good for them.
Absolutely, they're getting it. Absolutely, they're getting it, or they just don't even want to do my wedding, and they're trying
fuck
to.
you, man.
Yeah, because that's what I would do if I was like didn't want to do something. I'd be like, yeah, $10,000.
Yeah. Until they say yeah, and you're like, all right,
Right.
it worked out.
8. How fucked up is that?
My mind is blown by the extra $200.
That's the thing.
What is the extra 200?
The extra 200 is
You can't
the
make it a
little.
flat
It's the little
8?
fuck you sprinkled on top. It's the little.
That's insane.
You circumvented our DJ booking system at the club that we were doing before you got there. That's what that is. It's the little extra. Oh, we're getting our money's worth here. All
Yeah.
those times over the years you talk shit about not wanting to work somewhere because we can't pay you enough money because we're skimming too much off the top, or all those years of coming in. And there's been multiple instances over the years, where I've had to go up against these. They're my homies, but also like you're doing a different thing than I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm
trying to DJ for myself. You're trying to put DJs in a place and take money off the top. And I have a full conversation with the DJ firm about this exact topic, because it got to a point on this podcast where I was talking a lot of shit about just booking companies in general, because they're just in my way constantly. Yeah. Every corner I turn, prior to doing the Celeste residency, these fucking treble monsters and DJ firms and these bookers, these local bookers, are just in the way. I've always felt like they're in the way.
Like who?
Like treble monsters and DJ firm.
Oh, that's actually. I thought you were saying trouble monsters as like, oh, these people are just.
No, yeah,
that's actually what it's called.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not the greatest. It's
My bad.
It's not something you hear and you're like, oh, I want that. I want the treble monsters.
Yeah,
I'm back to just talking shit about these. It's been months.
I thought you were just describing people as trouble monsters, and I'm like, what is this?
No.
What?
That would actually make sense.
It's been months, and this we squashed the beef on the pod with the DJ firm, but I'm just saying this $8,200 may have brought it back.
Man,
3 gigs out of $8,200. That is enough for like a fucking. That's a great down payment on a fucking car.
Why do you think Mr. Shaw and Sean Tucker are driving fucking semi trucks with their logos plastered all over it around the goddamn country? DJ firms got their own fucking truck that they pull up and you could DJ out of. Listen, there's a reason these guys all have trucks and
taxing motherfuckers,
warehouses and fucking Teslas and.
Shaw do a lot of private events.
Yeah, you never seen the Holly Bali tour?
No, I've seen them do like events at Tunnel.
That's their whole thing. Their
Really?
Holly Bali tour, yeah.
They're the premier Indian entertainment group, I guess.
Good for them. That's fucking tight.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. I think that they took their nightclub DJ status and are kind of selling that. They kind of packaged that, which I think the DJ firm did as well. Like they kind of entered the space as like, hey, we do weddings, we do private events, but we're not wedding DJs.
Right.
We're nightclub DJs that have been playing in this city for the past 20 years or whatever it's been,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Holly Bali kind of went with that tactic as well, and I think they're fucking absolutely crushing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anybody else doing that? Like in that market?
In the Indian market?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
That you know of.
I know nothing about the Indian market.
I didn't know if there were
whatsoever.
other DJs that.
There's definitely other companies that they're competing with. They're definitely not the only ones in the space.
Gotcha.
They're new to the space, but I think they're doing really well.
Good. You love that.
Yeah.
What do you think they would charge you?
I think they'd charge me a lot less than $8,200, but I don't know. I have been talking a lot of shit about, I don't want to say Indians, but just different people in the club asking for requests over the last couple Patreon episodes. I don't know if it got back to them or not, but maybe they saw it and they'd like to tax me as well. Listen, I get it. I'm not the ideal client.
Look back at the previous episode. Wait, did he talk shit about us? Nope. $8,200.
Man,
This is war. That's
they
what
started
this
a war
is.
with you.
This is war. This is just, it's a constant back and forth, you know? And I shouldn't, I thought, this is the thing. I thought we squashed the beef. I thought there was love in the air. I thought,
Now, are you talking directly to Sai, or is this like
I talked
an
to-
assistant or something?
I talked to Jem,
Okay.
and Jem sends me to his employee, and his employee is negotiating back and forth with Jem, and then I decided to then again text Jem directly, and
That's all she wrote.
it's very evident that this is payback.
Damn.
That's all I'm saying.
Man, you've been going through it a little bit down here, huh?
I've been going through it. I like to think of myself as the Robin Hood of Chicago nightlife DJing.
Go more into that. What do you mean?
I like to think of myself. Nobody wants to go up against these fucking local booking company taking money. Listen, let me break it down like this. Prior to me and Heavy working at Celeste so frequently, they were using a booking company to do their bookings. They were using, I think, a couple different ones. And for a business that's so desirable and worth so much, to just be able to say, we need DJs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have 4 floors.
I was about to say that's a lot.
We're open at 9 p.m. and we close at 5 a.m. And we need all these DJs on all these floors for all these hours. We want you to schedule them, and we'll pay you, and you divvy up the payment to them, and you'll take care of the taxes. And like, they make it so easy on the business itself that it's very sellable. It's very desirable for the business. But then, what the fuck DJs are you getting?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Quality has to go down a little bit, right?
absolutely the quality goes down, because now you're giving this company all of this money. Let's say that it's $150 an hour, I think is what a lot of people could easily get to take over this whole arm of the business that is booking DJs and paying them out and taking care of the taxes and scheduling them and making sure equipment is working and finding last minute fill-ins and all these things, taking all this shit off the table for
is
the
a good
business.
sell.
I think that $150 an hour for all these hours that you need DJs is pretty standard. So now, let's do some quick math. 9 to 4 a.m., 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 hours. Let's say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 times 4 is 28.
28 times 150.
28 times 3, because there's 3 floors,
Oh, yeah.
which is 84.
I'm not doing math right now.
What's 28 times 3?
28 times 3?
You might be right.
84.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hell yeah.
84 hours. 84 times 150. What's that?
84 times 150?
Mm-hmm.
12,600.
$12,600 potentially. This is all like just made up numbers.
Guesstimates, yeah.
Guesstimates. I'm just trying to paint a picture here. 12,000 what? 800?
600.
$12,600 a week potentially to pay out DJs. Imagine somebody came to you and said, hey, we're giving you $12,600. We need these hours filled. Fill them in however you want. Find guys that'll do it for $20 an hour. Find guys that'll do it for $75 an hour. We don't give a fuck. As long as there's people in here playing music,
we're good.
And everything is smooth. You're taking care of all this shit you said you'd take care of, while I can go build the rest of my business and do what I got to do. Whatever. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to try and keep as much of the $12,600 as possible. You're going to try and get the people in there that could do the best work for the least amount of money.
Yeah.
So you have it. There is a ceiling. You're not finding the people that are doing the best work, period.
Because then giving you won't make money.
Yeah, giving them what they should be getting paid. You're trying to find a very specific type of person. Do good work, but don't know what your value is.
Yeah.
So that, like, the business plan of these local agencies is that.
That is a good point. I didn't think about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how we got here. $8,200 later.
That's 75% of the weekend's bookings at whatever place hands over 12 G's.
Yeah. So it's just it's a shit business plan if you're trying to fill a place with the best DJs possible. If you want your entertainment to be as high quality as it could be, doing it through a company like that is not going to get you there.
Yeah. So then what did you guys do to pitch to Celeste? How are the other floors doing then? Do you guys handle that?
No. So it's not, we didn't take over like the entertainment.
Okay.
Someone else did and brought us in as DJs.
Oh, nice.
And basically was able to just look at the lump sum of money that goes out for DJ bookings every month or whatever, and just re-chop it and like, okay, we'll take a DJ off the first floor and just pipe the music from the second floor into the first floor. That gives us a whole bunch of money.
Quality control,
exactly. Do it like cleaning it up rather than some guy sitting at home and just taking 30%. Like 30% of the DJ booking money was just going to some guy who was doing clerical work.
Damn.
Which is what he got hired for originally. You know, I don't think that he went in there and was like, hey, I got the best DJs in the city. Let me provide that for you. I think he went in there and said, I'm really good at being organized and keeping a schedule and paying people out and keeping track and this and that. And that's the value that these companies provide.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So
I didn't know it was 30%. Is that pretty standard?
It's all different everywhere. I can't call it. I don't know.
I mean, whenever I go through like Gordo or someone, it's just like a flat rate and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's typically not terrible hourly, so I don't care.
Yeah. And yeah, you can absolutely DJ for $75 or $100 an hour and be happy and like be fine and not have to go shit. There is a upside for a DJ that like works exclusively, maybe not exclusively, but like heavily with a company like that. You know, you find yourself a good DJ that'll do it for a cheap price. Mm-hmm. You want to hold on to that guy as the local booking agency owner.
Yeah.
And then maybe also this guy's like, I don't want to be out there making dumb TikToks and having people fucking ask me what the fuck I'm doing on the internet, or like try and go schmooze guys and get gigs. Like there's some people that don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And it's just nice and cushy for the office manager, clerical work guy to be able to throw them in. Oh, we need a cheap DJ and you're a cheap DJ, and like that one hand washes the other. You know, there's perfect fits like that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that, but it gets a little shaky when now I gotta.
When like DJs that do this for a living actually like are trying to get paid, that's where it fucks everyone up.
Yeah, trying to get paid and also trying to just raise the value of all the DJ money as a whole. You know, the more that I can get paid, the more that anybody can get paid.
You raise the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Milwaukee's bar is getting lower.
Everywhere is a little finicky after COVID.
I guess. I wasn't going to say I wonder why because I know why, but I feel like now it should be a little different. We're going on year 6. Well, 5, but next year will be 6.
Who is there someone who's championing like getting DJ prices up? Or is there anyone talking about it? That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like I'm trying to be the Robin Hood. I'm trying to steal from these rich fucking skim off the top companies and put this money back into the actual DJ pool for the DJs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that I am advocating for the DJs up there because it's kind of just based on me, like what I want out of my career and where I want to go. But I just took over bookings for Lux and Umbrella Bar. I don't know if you knew about that. But yeah, I honestly just give them the hourly that they gave me. So all my homies that I've booked so far just get the same. I want them to see that, you know, higher hourlies are obtainable. And it raises their value, you know, like then they can go downtown and be like, well, I'm getting 125 over here. I want it here. And eventually I would hope that the price goes back up. But yeah, there are certain venues down there that like will pay more obviously for like myself or Brandis or Eddie Rucker, but there are some DJs that will take some chump change.
Yeah.
But you know how it is. I mean, you get that up here or down here all the time.
Of course. Yeah. There's people who just are like, yeah, I'll work 40 gigs in a week and I don't care what the pay is because I'm working so many gigs and I don't want to deal with negotiating and, you know, if I want more money, then there's just someone else that's going to come undercut me. Like there's always an excuse, and it's the easy route is to just take the money and be like, we play music. Like, you know, it's not a bad gig. Could be sitting in a cubicle.
Yeah.
But like, that's the easy route out. And that's never the right route to take.
No, because you're just devaluing yourself.
Yeah.
And when venues see that, they are like, hell yeah. Like we want all of that. Like come over here, we'll book you all the time.
Yeah,
like,
you're just a thought getting passed around.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You see this new chick that just got hired at this spot and she's out with fucking all the promoters and she's out with all the people and you know that she's just getting passed around and you're like, oh, I want a little piece of that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a fucking DJ that works at every single spot and you know that spot only pays a certain amount and you're like, oh, he's good and he's getting this much money.
Yeah.
Let me get a little piece of that. Who do I got to call? Let me call him up.
Yeah. It's sad, but
It's fucked.
Yeah. I feel like when I made all my changes over the last couple months, my value like for myself has grown like exponentially. Like
that's how it should be.
I've been saying no to a lot of gigs. I put all my energy into the gigs that I currently have, which is raising my value. You know, I'm giving a better product because I'm not overworking myself. I'm not killing myself trying to, you know, work 9 days in a row. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And once I started doing all that, started taking care of myself, everything just went up. Prices, all of it.
That's how it works.
Like I'm having people that never hit me up for bookings hit me up, and it's a great feeling. And I'm just so excited for what's going to happen.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see.
I got it from you, man. You, Dex, a lot of the homies that just been like grinding, and I see all the hard work pay off. I mean, Declan has been doing the podcast for how long? And, you know, all that hard work is finally paying off.
Yeah.
Same with you, man. Like,
Dex he's absolutely hit a lick. He went to Nashville at just the perfect time. He's fucking... He's exact, like he's always been the sports guy.
Yeah.
and now he's the entertainment director of Barstool
Fucking crazy.
Nightlife. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that
Yeah.
even? How do you? He made that happen.
I have the funniest story about how Declan and I met.
What do you got?
So this was like 2015, 2016. I was living with the district manager of Tilly's. You know what Tilly's is, right?
Tilly's. I used to buy my joggers from
Oh,
Tilly's.
hell yeah. Same, actually. Yeah, they had some solid joggers.
Yeah.
But so that's when Declan was in Green Bay. She was the manager for that one. And this must have been when Declan was like, yeah, I'm going to move to Milwaukee. She comes to me and she's like, hey, I have this kid that works for me. He's moving down to Milwaukee. Super cool, fun. You would love him. Like, you guys should hang out. Like, go out, get some drinks, whatever. I was like, I'm good. I had no interest at all. And it's just funny how, like, all that transpired into, like, our friendship now, and he's my best friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm so happy for him. I'm proud of him. You know, he got a lot of shit for, like, his doing the podcast stuff, and like I said, it all paid off. He deserves it.
Yeah, just do what you enjoy doing. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the fuck anyone says.
No.
If you enjoy what you're doing, it's going to show, and you're going to be happy to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now that I talked all that shit, I probably don't have a deal. I probably am going to have to, we might have to cancel the Ferris wheel video because I'm going to have to fucking go find a new entertainment for my wedding. Aaron's going to kill me.
Dog. So what's the next step with trying to find like a band or?
I mean, I think we may just give in and fucking give these guys their $8,200 and stiff them on a tip. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. You know, this is what helps me talking through it. You know, just getting.
You could always send them 82 and then request 200 back.
I could do that. You know, it's going to be hard for me to enjoy myself at my own wedding while I'm looking at these people and I'm like,
they just took 8,200 from me.
It's not about the fact that it was 82. I was fully ready to pay 75 and like happy to do it and be like, these are co-workers, mentors, even at some points. I mean, Jem, you know, helped me out with like production shit when I was real first in the game, and he was like big into production. I'd go over to his studio and just like watch him and try and get tips and shit. Like, I've known that motherfucker forever. And like, just the fact that I was like, yo, you know, our budget's 75 and I have no problem giving you $7,500, which is still an insane amount of money.
Oh, 100%.
That's fine, but they're firm 82.
It's like that dude from the pawn shop store or the show. Pawn Stars or whatever.
Fucking Chum Lee.
He's like, the best I can do is 8,200.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what they hit you with.
That's exactly what they hit me with. Just that little extra fuck you. And I get it, you know. I mean,
your own people, man.
I talk a lot of shit. I just sat here and talked a bunch for the last hour. So it's, you know, people may, that's where I get hit back, you know. That's the repercussions. That's the revenge.
You knew what it was when you signed up.
I do. I fully accept it. I'm just thinking about the now future problems that are going to incur after this. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we do have to get ready and film this fucking video on a Ferris wheel DJing for Long Drink.
Hell yeah. I had one on Saturday. I liked them.
Where at?
Liquor Box.
They had them there still.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah, Declan just handed me one, so I was like, all right.
Good
I had
for
like
them.
a half of it, and then that's when we left, but they weren't that bad.
Good for them. What do you mean weren't that bad? They're the best.
They are the best. It's my bad. You can edit that out.
No, it's fine.
It's like AI.
The best.
They weren't that bad. Yeah,
I'm just not a gin fan.
Yeah, I feel you. Thank you for coming.
Thanks
I
for having me.
appreciate it.
This was cool, man. I appreciate it.
I love taking young men's virginities on
Hell yeah.
podcasts.
I'm glad you were the one to take mine.
Thank you.
Of course.
That means a lot to me. That means a lot to
You'll
me.
remember this for the rest of your life.
I will. In a world where, you know, I'm just shelling out $8,200 left and right for these goddamn
We all get fucked
weddings.
sometime.
God, every time I think about it, it irks me a little bit. I'll get over it. It's fine.
Offer them like 78. See what they say.
I mean,
Have you
at this
tried?
point, no. We just went. We were like negotiating, and they did throw in like a bunch of extra shit, like, oh, you know, this is Zach. He's Jem's boy. I talked to Jem, this and that. We're gonna go above and beyond. We're gonna do this. And then we answered back like, that's awesome. Thank you so much. But we don't really need like that and that and that. Our budget is 75. Is there any way we can make that work? And they were like, no, it's the best we could do. I think they were at like 95 at first. And they were like, the best we could do is 82.
Oh, they actually did hit you with the best I can do is 82.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Firm. They don't call him the DJ firm for nothing.
They sit firm on the prices.
Jesus.
82. So if we can keep the lights on in this place after that, we'll see you guys next time.
Dude, worst case, we'll just start a GoFundMe for you.
Yeah, that seems to be working. It seems to be working for people.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. People, it's like, yeah, it's a big thing for
Oh.
sure. Kyle Rittenhouse got a nice GoFundMe.
Of course he did.
So you just gotta become a Republican pundit.
You just got to shoot
Jesus.
someone. I got a couple people in mind. Yeah, no, thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, like the video, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, algorithm activating activity. Thank you again for joining us.
Thanks for having
We'll
me.
see you next time. Have fun in Chicago tomorrow with Jay Shetty.
Thanks, brother.
And yeah, we'll hang.
Cool.
Peace.